Hello, Peter. I'm Ranjit Khanal, and I had a meeting with my client John talking about the business structure. And firstly, John is totally unaware about his business, so I just discussed with them with the three different business structure. Firstly, what kind of business he wants to start. I start from that way, and previously he had this experience of working in the agriculture farm, so he is little bit confused what kind of business he should start and focus on the profitable things. So at the first time, I give the advice about the three business firm. Firstly, I talk about the sole proprietorship business, and then secondly, I talk about the partnership business, and third, I talk about the um, proprietor company business, proprietorship business. So at the sole proprietorship business, it is the I mentioned him that is the business carried by a single person and bearing all the responsibilities of the business from signing the contract and their documentation part as well. So the profit and loss are liable personally to the owner of the company. So secondly, I briefly explain about the partnership business. On that business, he requires minimum 2 to 20 people to start the partnership business. So to start the partnership, every person are responsible uh, at the time of agreement who have to do. And it has unlimited personal liability as well. So same as the sole proprietorships. On the other hand, I also explain him like partnership business are liable for each other, and every aspect is if anything goes wrong, they are liable for each other. So he is very much conscious about this business from this first phase as well. So I also told him about the detailed partnership business, how the firm registers and the procedures and the legal entities. So, thirdly, I explained my client about the proprietor company. I explained him like John that there must be a one director and must have at least one shareholder. I told John about the while raising the fund or capital of this company, they have to issue the share in the public. So it is quite it's like little bit different from the other companies like sole proprietor and partnership. Further, I also told him that in proprietorship company, they are limited shareholders and selling and buying the shares only with the existing shareholder company and the proprietorship company. After describing the three business structure, I talk to the John about the registration process, paperwork, and administration's cost for the business. So John feels confused for the at the first time he feels confused on the director duties and while explaining about the proprietor's company. So I thoroughly classified about the general law duties and statutory duties and the role at the when the time he feel confused. So I also explained about the fiduciary duty and general law duties and the statutory duties very significantly. I told him that the general law duties is enforced by the company, and in statutory duty, ASIC will come after the um, if you break the rule, ASIC will come after this. So he is, and I explain about the remedies when the duty will break the rules. So he wants to do business in the partnership. So now I focused about the three business structure with my client. So he is interested in the partnership business. He wants to do business from partnership because he has his one trustable friends whose name is uh, uh, Ron. So his friend is also ready to do business with him, and then he asked more question about law while operating the farm in Australia, and I from this concept of my uh, legal entities. So I explained him that he will get subsidiary in the agro-based farm for the government despite my advice. client took he took poor decision that he will run the business in the town, but I explained him about that cost and other extra procedure make him deficient to operate the farm in the town. He is convinced with my calculations about the cost and ready to do business, agro farm business partnership at last. And then lastly, John was very happy with me because I gave him his legal entities advice, and then he nearly do the partnership business after asking with his friend, after deciding with his friend. So this is how I talk and advise John about the business structure, and overall interview was very good, and I am very much happy with that. He will further contact me within this week, and we'll discuss more about this business. He's very happy and convinced with me. Thank you.